And look over there. Who do you see? And he's on his way back. Some exciting news for everyone today. Just to reiterate again for the following people who are having problem with premium chat room, if you continue to refresh 2 or 3 times, you will probably get in. We have a support ticket in, and they are working on it.
Thank you.
So don't freak out. Don't call Frank. Don't panic. Don't think we kicked you out. It's not your fault.
Hi, babe.
Hi, babe.
Aloha. Hi, you. Look what I bought you.
Cookies.
$9.95 at the ABC store. This is actually, it's related to the mesquite and the tamarin. And you can actually eat this.
Don't put it in
Oh,
your mouth.
you can eat it. It's edible.
No.
Fine. But you can make drinks out of this and jams out of this. Look at you can even see the sticky stuff that's inside of it. Look at.
That
See
would
all
make
that?
me not want to eat it.
Look at that. Look, you see all that? That is all sugar right there.
No.
Oh my God, Jan, taste this.
No.
Look at, and this is one of the beans that's in there. I'm gonna take the bean and plant it in our greenhouse and grow it. Okay?
Nope.
Just call me Jack. Get it? Do you guys get it?
Jack and the Beanstalk.
Greetings, family. Welcome to another one of your FRANK26 YouTubies. This one's a little special. Come here, I want to introduce you to somebody. Come with me. Oh, I thought I had the remote. Oh, okay. Yeah, here. So you, oops. That hurt somebody's ear. You guys can pass it back and forth.
Hello.
Hello. Oh.
Joy, seriously, is that all you're going to say is hello?
Well, I don't know what Frank has in mind here. So.
Hey, aloha, everybody.
No, look that way.
I'm just having fun, okay? I'm enjoying
That
myself.
you are, that you
I'm in the
are.
presence of some beautiful people, and I'm grateful. Let's put it that way. A lot of gratitude.
Awesome, Joy. And I got to meet you today, and I'm so blessed. And hi, family. You remember me, Alicia, the woman on Sailing Beauty and owns the boat in Kewalo Basin. It's great to spend time again with Frank and Tink and to explore our banking options as we move forward, because that's our next big thing that we're going to be doing. And I had asked Frank if he would put me in touch with Joy, because Joy had already had a connection with the Bank of Hawaii, and I was just so excited. Is it okay that I carry on like this, Frank? Are you good, or you want to?
Oh, you go right ahead,
Okay.
sweetie. When you're done, then I'll start it. I pray and I do all kinds of things.
Oh,
but you
okay.
go right ahead and say what you want to say. You're my family.
Because I can always slow down and let you put us
Go
to
right
the
ahead
beginning.
and-
So
and finish it.
why don't I do that? I'm jumping. I'm excited too, like Joy.
Yeah.
We have some beautiful things to share with you. So I'll turn it over to Frank and let Frank get us started properly and in his cadence. Thank you.
You definitely are have a good reason to be excited, right? Here's Frank. Actually, you guys are going to be using this between the two of you, and I have mine. Now, the first thing we need to establish is, family, can you tell us if you can hear us? If you don't mind, Joy, hit the top right. You see that X on the you go hit that X.
Not that one.
No, not that one. Oh, no, it's okay. No,
You're fine.
no, stop.
Messing with you.
No. I'm playing.
You're fine.
Oh, bless you. All right.
Oh, for God's sakes.
That's like when you tell somebody, don't push that button. Okay, push the other button. And then they go, and then they push the other button, and you go, no, not that one.
Oh my God. I love you.
One time, when I went to Bowling Green State University, we used to do this trick. Oh man, we get like 20 of us in one of our dorms, and we would pick up the phone and we'd say, All right, this is the Bowling Green State University Electric Company here, and we're working outside on your wires. If you look out, you can see somebody up there, on the towers like that. You can see, and we just ask, please do not answer your phone in the next 5 minutes because we're working on lines, and he could endanger one of our employees. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Have a good evening. Boom. Hang up. 10 seconds later, ring a ding ding. Ring a ding ding, and they pick it up. And what do? We go, ah! It worked every time.
Don't mind us, we're just
Oh yeah, don't mind us. You don't have to hold it, Alicia. You can leave it there because it picks up the ball, all of you. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us establish. Oh, you can hear us. Wonderful. You can hear both of our friends. Well, it turns out that we have a very. Oh, my goodness! Look at it. I look like a midget. I'm way down here in this seat, and these two girls are up in there. I feel like.
You want to switch?
I feel like Trump when he went to China.
Oh my
Wait a minute. There. Now I feel. I need a booster chair.
A booster chair.
Hi. Welcome, family. Welcome to another one of your FRANK26 YouTubers. It's good to be with you. It is the 20th of July, 2026. We are KTFalways.com, which stands for Keeps the Faith Always in Our Heavenly Father. Before we do anything, we always go to God in prayer. And then we do it because we love Him, because we need His help. Please go right ahead and feel free to pray right along with us. Will you do that? Let's pray. Abba, Heavenly Father, I enter your throne room. I run to your throne room as I escape this world for a moment. Thank you, God, for the beauty of today. As I open my eyes, I see your light coming through the window. As I walk on this land, I hear the voices of my brothers and sisters. As I take every breath, Heavenly Father, I am aware of your presence in my life. Father, may I ask a question? Will I be to write in heaven? I ask because I have written literally many books in the last almost 18 years, all these notes. I don't read books, I write them. But I was just wondering, Father, will I be able to write in heaven? I would like to write you a love letter every day and put it in a little envelope and send it to you every day. Will I be able to write in heaven? Will I be able to write on a piece of paper and tell you that I love you so much? I think I will. So I start now. I write you a poem. I write you a prayer. I write you my heart. Please accept it and hear the prayers of all of these hearts that are with us. Many of them are hurting. Please help us. Help your children that are being raped and abused. Help the widows, the orphans, the widowers, those that are with cancer, those that are with diseases and they're fearful of dying. Tell them that you're there with them. Please, Papa, help America that needs you so badly. Help the leadership of our people. And I pray for Israel. I pray for Israel. And I pray that you guide me in what I'm about to do. And thank you for our two guests. To have joy and to have our dear sister Alicia to accompany us right now. I want you to know how grateful I am for that. It is in the name of your Son Jesus by the Holy Spirit that I pray with faith, with love, and with the understanding of what I am doing. I am worshiping you. Amen. 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 Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're here to study the Iraqi dinar. Everything that I say to you is just strictly my opinion. How do you like my green shirt? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. How do you like my pink shirt? Okay, wait a minute. How do you like my blue and white shirt? Because it is. We study the Iraqi dinar because we're looking for a growth in the Iraqi dinar value. Ladies and gentlemen, what is the title of your UB2B? What is the title of your UB2B? Does anybody know?
I know.
You know, Tank? What is it, Tank?
Somebody already posted it.
What is it, Tank?
3.66%.
Oh, 3.66%. Oh, Tank, I thought it was 3.66 was the new rate. It's not the new rate?
Not on this channel.
Not on this channel. So tell me, what is 3.66%? Oh, well, you know how I do this. KTFA family, what's 3.66%? Look at you. 65 plus elderly. What is that? What is that? I don't get it.
That makes me young then.
Red, the dinar strength against the dollar into the black market. Who said that?
Yeah.
Who said that? Chris Jarrett. How do you know? Nobody knows. Oh, you took a wild guess, didn't you? Inflation, a change in the street value. Yeah, okay. Username 42. That qualifies for that. Increase in the dinar from July the 1st to the 20th.
Good students.
Was there an article on this? Claire. Huh? Was there an article on this? Is Claire with us? Claire, let me know, please. But I'll read it eventually. But ladies and gentlemen, before we get into 3.66, which is absolutely incredible. Oh, they're saying yes. Claire must have just released it. So now, okay, well, thank God you all know. It says, yeah, there is an article. Good. Is by good.
I posted it, she said.
Yes, I posted it, she says. Okay, Claire. So we're going to get into all of that. It's really exciting, family. But first, I got some more exciting news for you. Let's start out by could it be any louder? Let's start out by introducing our guests. We have Joy on the right over here.
Aloha.
Aloha from Kahala here in Hawaii. And we have Alicia over here, as you all know, from our
From the ocean.
say it again. What's the name of the company?
Sailing Beauty.
Sailing Beauty. Honolulu.com. So we're here to tell you something, family. Why don't we start out by having Joy tell you made some phone calls, Joy, and if I recall, it was to these two banks.
Yes, American Savings and Bank of Hawaii.
Yeah, let's get that closer to it.
Sorry.
So, Hawaiians, we'd like for you to pay close attention to what you're about to hear. You're going to really be impressed. It's going to be good for you. Take notes. Mark this UB2B so that you can reference back to it again, okay? Alrighty, so with that in mind, Joy, go ahead and start out and tell us, you were able to make some phone calls. Go ahead and tell us what happened. What phone calls, what banks, and whatnot. And we'll go into it in a little bit
And you
deeper.
actually had spoken with this person
Oh,
several
Brandy.
months ago. We
Yeah.
mentioned
Oh,
her name,
that's
but
right.
anyway, that
Yeah.
and you carried on with today then.
Yeah, we had a UB2B that I came on, and it was with Bank of Hawaii, the kiosk in the mall. And I just had mentioned that I had some Iraqi dinar, and I was wondering if they were going to exchange. And I said, and it sounds like very, very soon they're going to be reinstating, then revaluing. And she said to me, oh, yes, we know. And I went, yeah, of course, I'm in shock. Oh, you do? And she goes, yes, we do. And I said, okay, fine. So what will happen, I'd love to come in with me and maybe some other people. I have quite a bit of dinar. I'd like to come in and exchange. And she said, oh, yes, we can do that. And I said, great, and I'm going to need a wealth manager. Oh, we have a great wealth manager, and he's just like me, because I was very impressed with her. She was very personable, friendly. She wanted to give me anything I wanted, okay? So that ended that conversation. I was very happy, and I was, yay. So then, a few days ago, decided to go back in, and, well, actually today, we decided to go back in. She was free. Thank you. I didn't have to make an appointment. And I dragged my little buddies here, Frank, and Jan and Alicia. And boy, I got to tell you, I was so happy that we went in there and talked to her because that bank is great. You guys are going to want to go in, open up an account, and then wait for this to happen. She was more than personable, wanted to help us in any way we could. I mean, answered our questions. I just kept wanting to hug and kiss her because I was so excited. We've been waiting so long for this family, and we heard this and we heard that, but to have her sit there and tell us, I mean, it almost brought tears to my eyes. I know it brought tears to Alicia's, and Frank too.
You did cry.
I did cry.
And it was like, yes, and we're there, and with, to me, divine intervention from God, okay, all this happened. We even went to American Savings Bank. Now, she was very good, but excuse me, it wasn't like Bank of Hawaii. They had certain restrictions. She didn't know a lot about this, that, and whatever. They're a very good bank. They're willing to work with us too, but I really, really liked Bank of Hawaii and the way they have their setup, and so much more easier to work with them. It was absolutely wonderful.
Excellent.
Yes.
And I was so grateful that you were able to make the calls, and it wasn't just one bank. You did
Oh.
it to two banks. Now, the first bank that we went to, Alicia, were they? I mean, they were cordial, weren't they? They were nice. They were answered every question. But we were left with hunger. Take it from there. What happened with the first bank?
Well, with American Savings Bank, they are a bank that didn't have the customer service that we were all looking for. And unfortunately, the knowledge that the manager had was not to the level of what Bank of Hawaii was. And so we were very pleased to compare the two banks. And I was very happy to sit in the first bank and listen. But once we heard that that they would have a 2% fee for the exchange rate, that right away shut my ears off, because that's a very large percent. But this is our next step. What we're all looking forward to is the path moving forward. Who are we going to call when this happens? And I was really happy that today happened so that I could solidify in my mind, what am I going to do next? The American Savings Bank is great. There's nothing wrong. It may suit you. However, it doesn't suit me and my needs. For anybody with perhaps a little larger holdings, it may not suit them because of the fees. Also, they didn't have the wealth management. They didn't have the accessibility to the wealth manager that Bank of Hawaii has. Bank of Hawaii has, both of them would initiate from your banker after the exchange the connection to your wealth manager. And then from your wealth manager, you would be connected and would have the back end of the banking, your investment banking, and more of the questions regarding maybe your trust and how they can fulfill that. But Bank of Hawaii had much more accessibility to wealth management. So that really impressed me, and I want someone to work with and that would help me with perhaps trust administration or investments. Insurance, that was the other big piece. American Savings only gave insurance for $250,000 per EIN number. So if you had a trust, if you had a business, and if you had your own personal, that would be 3 different accounts. So that would be $750,000. But for many of us, that wouldn't cover what we're looking for. They really didn't have any other options. So Bank of Hawaii gave us many more options when it came to investing. So that was very pleasant. And they have the one and only executive premier banker on island, period. They have 40 banks spread throughout the counties of Hawaii, as well as American Savings Banks had 40 banks also. But for myself and for the group of us, we really felt that Bank of Hawaii was a better choice for many of us. And we're going to work closely with this manager and put something together for KTFA family and to help us to shine and make opportunities even better, more bennies for the KTFA family.
That's the key.
Yeah, remember when I said, maybe you can give us an 800 number for my KTFA family, and Tink over there said, we don't want no stinking 800 numbers, man. Don't do that.
And then I started to cry. I says, maybe I overstepped. I don't want you to have more responsibility because Frank has put so much on his shoulders, but I am just so thrilled. And yes, I've got tears because this is a next step, and it's a big step for us, and it's a big step for every one of us to hold on to the wealth that has been given us. This is an amazing gift, and so I'm so glad that Frank and Tink and Joy were available today so that we could all go sit down and just sit and hear what our options are and to really ask a lot of questions, and some that weren't real easy for them to answer. They were pretty pointed, but
we'll go over all those questions. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have Joy and me bombard you with the questions because you have the notes.
Yes, I do.
Okay,
have the notes.
but you did really good in what you just said. But Joy,
excellent.
before we hit her with questions, Joy, what did you think? In the same way that Alicia was helping us to understand the difference between these two banks, and there are many other banks, but we started with these two banks, and we're going to introduce more banks. Hawaiians, pay close attention to everything we're telling you. You need this. Now, for those of you that are in the mainland, it affects you in the same manner.
Yes.
There's no difference. Joy, what did you think about these two banks? And wait, what about the individuals? You're going to do that? The people that we talk to.
Yes.
What do you think? Are they good people? Are they going to be good for our KTFA family?
Between the two of them, American Savings Bank is a good bank. They mean well, but I didn't feel that they wanted to be open enough to really want to work with me. Well, we'll look into that. Like, yeah, sure, maybe we can change that. We'll discuss that. Bank of Hawaii wanted. She even said it. She was so adamant about helping the customer that we can look into that. I'm sure we can negotiate. We can make that happen. They want to make things happen. I didn't feel that from American Savings. I felt that there were restrictions. She wasn't sure. She didn't know if she could do this. But Bank of Hawaii wants to work with us, wants the customer service. She was like pouring it out. I mean, it was there. She just said, whatever we can do to help you. I mean, she understood. She knew with a smile, which I thought was really great. I felt so comfortable with her. I loved her. She was great. That's the bank for me.
And this, someone's asking what branch. I don't mind what branch. Do you?
No. Kahala.
It's the Kahala branch.
At the Kahala Mall. It's the big main bank right there across from Kahala Mall. It's like 2 stories, I think, or 4 stories.
But be clear that not everybody at this mall understands what this particular person knows. So if you go there, you may be disappointed if you're just talking to anybody there, and we're really not wanting to bombard the
And you don't want to just talk to a teller.
Oh, God.
No. So
You want to tell them what they should
firstly,
do.
you initially you want to make an account no matter what. If Bank of Hawaii, if you're not there, if you're with ASB, go ahead and make an account with Bank of Hawaii, because every one of the banks, it doesn't matter which bank, you're going to have an account with. So make an account with them. And
$100.
the least amount to open up an account is $100. And initially, depending on how much dinar you have, you will be fitted with the proper wealth manager in the wealth category that you'll be working with. And then from there, you'll have accessibility with that private banker. So that was the information we did not get from American Savings Bank that we did get from B of H. And again, I really piggyback back on what you said, Joy, was she was open to like, yeah, maybe we could work a group out and have a group.
Send an armored truck to the home.
Maybe, yeah, they're open to different things, but that was not a clear check, but it was something that
The armored truck was not something they were offering, but they would check into it, and that's what made us happy and impressed that, wait a minute, you're willing to break and bend the rules for us that are at a different echelon, because we confess to them, no, we're not talking about that amount. No, we're not talking about that amount. We're talking about this amount. And that's when they realize, oh dear God, you know, and then that's when I told her, I says, But that's just me. That's just me. We got so many others. Go ahead, Alicia.
Well, and some of us, opening up our trusts, I have had issues with trustees. And so it's like, do you have the institutional trustee? Do you have a corporate trustee? Do you have a trust department? And it is like an absolute yes. And that just melted my heart. I was so happy because then I can work with a trustee out of a bank instead of worrying about some of the quote friendships that I've had that went south that didn't work out for me. So that was another check for me. How about for you? Did that make any difference to you?
Yeah, and I was thinking of doing family, maybe family members, even I could do them as trustees, but now I'm thinking maybe not. Maybe work with the bank. I like that. It feels right because I always go with what it feels, how it feels, and then have my sister and the rest of the family be beneficiaries. I think that might even be better. So that was brought up. Yeah. I was so happy I was bouncing off the walls. I mean, wow, this woman was there for us, and I loved every minute of it.
There for us. I like that, what you just said, yeah. So family, we asked the first bank, like we were expressing to you, they know to a degree, but they weren't really willing to be so open and flexible, not only in answering questions, but in maybe predicting, possibilities. Okay, fine. You don't want to play with us, you don't want to help us, but you do know what's going on, and you do exchange foreign currencies. Okay, thank you. So then we tell Joy, I said, what, this other person, this other bank, they also know? Oh, yeah. Can we go see this person? And she says, how many cookies you got? I said, what? I said, I'll give you one cookie. Well, I gave you half a cookie. Well, I gave you a bite of a cookie. Well, no, I gave you a picture of a cookie. That's what I did. So we went to go see this person, and lo and behold, we felt very, very good. Now, what we're going to do next is, Jan, please, you too. They can hear you. The mic is right around here. Ask any questions that you can think of. Let's start with you, Tank. Let's start with you.
I have one more.
Go right ahead.
The one more question we had was when, and it was when it's going to be on Forex. So we just basically do have to wait. So go ahead and get your account opened for $100, and then we wait for it to be on Forex because the bank has to federally follow all laws, and they have to wait for it to be on Forex. So that was a huge piece of the puzzle
For both banks.
For both banks.
Yeah.
So based, Tink, on what we all just witnessed, let's start with some questions because Alicia's got so many beautiful notes here. Ask a question.
So I asked if someone came in here, is it necessary, mandatory to have a bank account? It's preferable. So you can set that up ahead of time for a $100 deposit minimum, or you can set it up the same day that you would go to exchange. So I know Alicia already covered that a little bit. Then my next question is, at the time of exchange, what happens? Do we get total access to all of our money? She said they would verify it there, but they wouldn't know until they got the instructions once the rate goes up of exactly what would be happening. But then when you do have the rate go up and you bring in your currency, they will verify it right there in that location. So, and someone was asking what location, what bank. It doesn't matter. Right now, the only thing that you should be concerned with is going to this bank, opening an account, and getting ready. Like Frank has said before, don't ask questions, go to the bank, open up your account, go home and wait.
Right, that was a big piece, was the verification process, because at American Savings Bank they had a dual verification, which would be at Bank of BOA. I've lived here so long. Bank of America, yeah. So it would be basically sent to the mainland, where here at Bank of Hawaii, they verified it at the bank, but then they sent it into town, which is Honolulu, and it just stayed right here on island, and it would be verified immediately. So it was instant. The other one, it did give you instant, but they're like, well, we would rather wait until it was done with full verification, which we felt very uncomfortable about because we've always been taught, don't let it get out of your sight. And then what are we going to do if there's something that messes up in the process of transport? So that was another big piece.
You want to ask a question?
It was basically mostly what she was just talking about because, yeah, I didn't like the fact of it zipping off to the mainland where Bank of Hawaii says it stays here. It's right downtown. And you have...
I didn't know what a Delarue machine was.
Yeah, the American Savings Bank. She didn't know what a room machine was because I had talked to the other person at Bank of Hawaii, and she said, we will get instructions immediately as soon as this thing pops. And I thought, great.
That was a great thing that she said. They're waiting for instructions for this thing to pop.
Yeah, she knows because she told me months ago. We know they're waiting. You know what I mean? That's okay, fine with me. Wait, because I need a place and I want someone I can trust, and I love the way you treat me. That's important, or I'm going to go somewhere else. But I was concerned about going in there and exchanging and having to know where my dinar was going. Thank God it is going right downtown, and it goes right into your account too. You know, I mean, it's right there.
And they said that once this happens, I got mine. And once this happens, you can use your money instantly, immediately. And Tink was happy about that. She said, "I go shopping." Hey, look, before we continue with questions, for example, the bee's knees is saying, well, since we don't know yet the exchange rate, what it'll be, being fitted with a wealth manager is based on the amount of dinars that you have. Yeah, they told us $100,000 and above would be qualified you for sit down and talk to you and protect your money. This one is Wolf Claw. Good Lord, it's really going on. Did you hear that? Wolf Claw says, good Lord, it is really happening. It is really going on. Yes. Do you agree, ladies?
Indeed.
Oh yeah, after today and everything, yeah.
Especially after today, what we saw. Here's another good question. How many bank accounts should we have?
Multiple.
Yeah. But
as many as you want.
They have options too for you to get it insured.
Listen to this. Go ahead.
They have options with the wealth manager, depending on which one and how much you have, on insuring that. If you have like a trust with that, they can work with you with that, because you have to insure a lot of this money. You don't want someone stealing it or hacking. I mean, that was my biggest fear. And that wealth manager, according again to how much you have, will work with you on how to insure that money, what to do with it. That's really important. Yes, that was B of H, Bank of Hawaii.
Didn't have any options.
No, Americans. I was kind of disappointed in them. I've been with them for a long time too. I have accounts with both. But this happened for a reason, that we could compare the two, and we knew in our hearts which ones we really wanted to go to.
Did they say that they were going to charge us a fee to exchange?
They did at the first bank. American Savings Bank gave a 2%, and that for me was a big no. I was ready to walk then. The second bank
gave you a different rate?
The second bank said, depending on where your wealth management lies, perhaps nothing.
Yeah, we could work together.
And she said more information would be coming as this came on board. Yeah.
Tell me about groups. Do the banks like an individual to come in, or would they rather have a group of you come in?
Well, we were going to arrange that our group be streamlined and do some kind of a streamlining with our group, and that we operate perhaps through Frank's KTFA and perhaps get more benefits by being in a group and have more power in our group.
So they did say that, the more of you that there is, the more power you have because you have more dinars. Therefore, then you brought it up. Well, Frank represents a group that is large, and what if we brought them in? Oh, we would take good care of them, no doubt. Okay, what percentage? The first bank said, well, we're gonna charge a fee. The second bank said, no, we probably won't charge a fee. Bingo, that's exactly what we want. And we told them, why would you insult us to charge us to exchange this money when you're gonna take the money to make money with it? You're gonna make money with my money and you're gonna make money off of me as well too? No, 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 that's not gonna work. So that made us feel very good. So family, it is possible that because you are a KTFA member, you're going to have maybe some perks
Oh, yeah.
that would be beneficial to you. Now you may say, oh, well, I'm not in Hawaii. I think you can afford to come here and open an account if you want to come on vacation.
I wanted to say something, Frank.
Yes.
This is to all the members here, too. I was so impressed with Frank. The way he went when we talked to the first bank, the way he executed the information, the way he spoke to them and told them everything. I was so impressed. I thought, holy mackerel, I want you representing me wherever I go. You know, he was so good. That's all I got to say. You think he's good on YouTube? UB2B? He's really good in person. I learned a lot. And I want to thank Frank and Tink. I want to thank you so much. The way you presented that, oh, I was so comfortable. I loved every minute of it, Frank. Just want to tell you.
Thank you, sweetie. I'm used to it, you know. I've dealt with so many banks and so many people on this subject that I have a rhythm. You saw how I started, right?
Oh, it's perfect.
And you saw where it ended up.
We needed that. I couldn't have done that on my own.
And she was captivated. Both of them were captivated. They're like, huh? Oh, okay. And how can I help you? You're gonna help us. Here, let me see. Yes, Tink. Give her the mic.
So, oops, I got to go back here. So, Larison, he said, I'm going to say I'm a FRANK26 minion. Treat me right, please.
Well, to a degree, there's some truth to that. You're going to be able to say that you're with us, and we'll see what they do.
That's perfect.
Let's see. What is the best percent to accept from the bank when we exchange? You mean the fee to exchange? 0.
And I think with the group, I think we might be able to make that happen. And also we want to make happen more options where they have a second story and they would do more education and connect us with wealth management and give us more options and or options with exchange where we would come at different hours. So we're going to be working on that behind the scenes that you won't see, but we're going to work on streamlining our group so that we have some pluses, right? Surplus.
Tell them also that there's more to come because we all have more currencies besides the dinar, and we don't.
They talked about that.
Yeah, the international bank.
Let's just keep it at the dinar.
Okay.
It's so good. We are walking on cloud 9 right now. We're all very happy. I was so happy. I was in tears. I'm like, I found my path, and I know everybody's looking for their path right now. What do we do next? What do we do next? And we're all a bit anxious about it, but be still and know it's all good. We're working it out, Hawaiians. We're getting it all worked out for you. We're going to have a plush red carpet for us.
Here's another question or a comment maybe from Jennifer. Wouldn't the amount be a higher tier account? Yeah, with the proceeds from the RI, would they transfer a regular account into a higher tier account? Yes, good question. The answer is yes.
I thought about that too.
This is the best call I've ever had. Well, thank you, Jared Kent. That's very kind of you.
Thanks, Jeff.
That's what I'd like to do, Jennifer. What else? Okay, hold on, Jeff. If it takes a few days to get an appointment, can you lock in your rate of the day of your appointment? Well, the rate is locked in when you show up. Just because you make an appointment at this rate, the next day the rate might be high. It's not going to go down. It's going to go up. Wouldn't you rather have that one? You take the rate that is available, that is the highest for you at that moment. Is First Hawaiian Bank an option? For you, maybe, yeah. I mean, you got to go in there and find out. And if you find out, get a hold of me so we can share.
They don't tell you much until you basically, until it happens. They're going to say, yeah, we exchange. but they don't give you a lot of information because I called over there, and they were kind of abrupt about it.
What was the other bank? Pacific.
I didn't go to Central Pacific Bank,
Central
but I do have an account there. But I'm sure that they'll be working with you. At First Hawaiian, I didn't get a good feeling from them. They just were, no, we're not going to be doing that. No. And I went, okay, fine. They didn't even ask me to come in.
Each person is welcome to check it out for themselves.
Yeah,
And
each
it
person.
could be an option to move your money to those other banks after.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, you'll want to diversify your money into several different banks, 3, 4, 5, however many you're comfortable with.
a good idea.
Silent Night says, Frank, do you mean 100,000 dinars or more? No,
No.
$100,000.
The value to
for
be at
them to take you to
100,000.
that next level. Yeah, the next tier. Michael, I looked at the rate you will get is the amount. Okay, no. Who is this? King Teaser went to a Chase Bank and they just opened a few months ago. They were either playing dumb or they didn't know. Let's see here. My first Hawaiian bank knew what was going on. It was winky winky type. Really, stay prayed up now. Stay prayed up now. Thank you. You're welcome to share your story if you ever want to. Do they verify the dinar there? Tell them, Alicia.
Indeed, they verify the dinar, and then they have a dual verification in town, and the funds are instant once they're in your account.
And the other bank?
And the ASB, American Savings, they verify at the bank, but they have a dual verification that may take upwards of 2 weeks at Bank of America.
Should we make the bank account under the trust name?
Yes, you can.
Yep.
Good idea.
Yep, and then open another account. Joy, how many accounts should they have? What did they tell us? Do you remember? As many,
yeah, as many.
as possible.
Yeah, and it depends again,
And how would they insure them?
Yeah, well, I'm going to open it up through a trust because I was researching it, and I was told it's better to do it that way. Have a trust, and then you can go to the wealth manager, and then you have your options according to how much you have. The insurance, they have different kinds. They have ICS. You can put it in Cedars, and the wealth manager will work with you on the amount that you have and where to put it and how. And if you want to open up businesses, buy real estate, whatever, they have options and they have people for that.
Here's a good question that Alicia, see if you take this one. This man is handicapped. Frank, I am physically unable to come to Hawaii, but I would love to be a part of the perks. Is there any way that I can take part in my state? But you can't online.
Yeah, there's online services to open up a bank account, and there'll be remote services for you. So I think each individual will be handled separately according to the documentation that you provide and what your needs are.
How could they exchange if they can't come?
Oh,
That's the problem.
Oh no, I'm talking about exchange in the mainland, and if you want to open an account here, you can do it online. Yeah, you can have the money transferred over, and that's if the perks are really that worthwhile. We also got hundreds of banks that we're going to release from Aki, from the CBI.
yeah.
Good gosh, and those banks will also, be in play for us to make a decision. If American banks disappoint me, guess where I'm going? And
If
the worst thing we told these people at the bank today, the worst thing that I could do is get in a plane and go to Iraq and exchange my currency there. Don't force me to do that. Work with me. But in reality, I meant don't force me to do that, because then I'll go to Aki's bank.
Well, the beauty is if you're on the mainland, you have a lot of choices. Where here in Hawaii, we just really need to delve into what banks are really open and already had information, and that we could start a path forward for us. So
Somebody says, well, how about me? I'm in New Jersey. Where do I go? Once again, my wife told you, open an account. Google it. I've told you a million times. Go to the computer. Hello, computer. What up? Yeah, heaven's up. But listen to me. I'd like for you to tell me every bank in my area that exchanges foreign currency. Here they are. Oh, wow. Okay. Got a phone number? Yep. Okay. Let's call them. Hello. I would like to ask a question. Does your bank exchange foreign currency? Why do you want to know? I'm going to Canada. I need to get some loony currency. I don't know. What business is it of yours? I'm asking you a question. Do you exchange foreign currency or not? If they say, no, we don't, thank you, bye-bye, and then go to the next phone call. And when you find the one that says, oh, yeah, we exchange foreign currencies here. Hey, do you guys verify everything there at the bank? No, we're a small bank. We got to send it out, and say, well, okay, thank you very much. Hang up and go to the next phone call. Hello? Oh, yeah, we're a big bank. Oh, yeah, we'll take good care of you. Do you have the Delarue? The who? The Delarue. I have no idea what that is. Okay, well, it doesn't matter, but you will inspect it right there, and you will give me, what did they say? Instant.
Oh, that felt so good.
Yes. Yeah, instant.
I'm going to get that black titanium card. Instant,
Yes.
Is that right?
Different cashier's checks or whatever you need.
Whatever you need, right. Hey, I want to buy a house here in Hawaii. Okay, what about it? Do you have lawyers? Do you have the people that I need to? Will they set everything up for me? Yeah. All right. Will you put the money in escrow so I can work on getting the house? You do all that paperwork for me, all the groundwork, all the legality. Yeah. Okay. I like this team. Now, look at your notes, Alicia. Look in there and see if there's anything else that's in there that you might want to throw at us that maybe we haven't covered, by talking back and forth. Yeah. See. Anyways, I'm looking for any other questions.
What amount of dinar to ask for protective transport to the bank?
Well, you see, that's also depends, I guess. You got a few million, they're not going to come. I don't know. And the first bank was very wishy-washy. They said, "No, we're not. Yeah, no, we're not going to come and pick it up." Really?
Yeah.
If I tell you I got 100 million dinars in my home, and I ask you to send your Brinks truck over, you're not going to send it? Yeah, well, that's not normally what we do. Really? If I ask you to rent me your Brinks trucks, would you let Brent rent it to me?
Yeah.
So, the first bank was very disappointing. And that is the example of what a lot of you are going through. Yes. Don't give up. Be persistent, but do not be an irritant.
Right.
All right? You're going there with the power of God by your side, not the power of Satan. Don't be demanding. Be inquisitive and ask things politely, and it will work itself out. What do you see anything else in there, Alicia?
No, it's just essentially knowing that there's a banking side, and then there's the investment and estate planning side, and those are two different sides of the bank. And so when you go in, just open up a bank account. Understand that most banks you need 100,000 in your account to even be connected to a wealth manager, and then go from there. Obviously, whatever you're exchanging is going to give you your value of what your account's going to be worth, and then you'll be, if you're with Bank of Hawaii, you'll be moved into a private banker that works in that tier of banking. Second floor. Yeah, private banking. So that they are different sides of the house essentially, in that when you're asking somebody a question about trusts or whatever, it may not be in the banking side. It would be more in the estate planning, wealth management side.
Investment part, yeah.
Right. So that's basically it. I'm just happy to know that I've had an account with Bank of Hawaii, and I've been there for several years. So I'm at home with them, but I just now have a path, and I'm very excited to have a path. And I wish that for everyone to have a path. So keep seeking, if you're on the mainland, for the bank that's going to work for you. Or if you're here in Hawaii, if you're with Bank of Hawaii, just know you're going to be fine. As soon as it hits Forex, we're all... And that Frank at KTFA, we're going to put together a program so that we could work with what appears to be Bank of Hawaii and perhaps streamline
I like them.
the members.
I like them. I think
Streamline the members so that we all have maybe some better perks going in as a big group. And for that, safety and security is most important, number one. And number two, that we get our benefits. So I'm happy for us all.
What do you think about the perks? Like what? Well, don't charge me a fee.
That's just number
Other
one.
banks want to. And you may charge fees to some of your customers, but not my KTFA people. Don't do that. Don't do that. And the power of what we're about to bring you, we're not talking about millions. We're not even talking about billions. We're talking about a very serious amount. Here's a good question that I like. It is from Quest for Asian. Quest for Asian. You say, do you think we're going to have to fill out a non-disclosure agreement, an NDA? Quest for Asian. May I encourage you to be careful who you study with? No one's going to have you sign an NDA for any reason whatsoever, especially a bank. And here I am telling you that it's none of their business, and they want an NDA, right? Be careful who you study with. Be careful with the people that tell you, well, I have the 800 number. Come to my site and I'll give you the 800 number so you'll know where to exchange. Take the credit card that you have, okay? Turn it around. You see that 800 number that's on the back of that card? That's the bank for that card. Call that bank and ask them if they exchange foreign currency. Good grief.
Well, and I think what's really important, instead of thinking about an NDA, think about maybe it's time for all of us to be very silent about what we're doing and to keep it to yourself, because you are going out into a world perhaps as a multimillionaire, and you're leaving that place where money was challenging and difficult, and you're going to be a multimillionaire. How many people do you really want to know what's in your bank account? Perhaps it's, important for you to think about, what is that? Loose lips sink ships. So be very quiet about what you have financially. It's nobody's business. So look at it that way.
The bee's knees says, do you think that, if you're talking to one bank and then the other bank finds out that you're talking to them, do you think the banks would negotiate a higher rate, to take you away from that? No, there's no such thing as dual rates. There's only one rate. You take it or you leave it. But you're looking for the perks. You're looking for the personality. You're looking for the people. Shoot, you're looking for Christians in a bank.
Well, and Frank was really ballsy, because at American Savings Bank, he had asked her right out, are there other banks that exchange currency? And I was like, wow, Frank's going right in there for the kill.
I apologize before I answered the question, remember?
Well, you said.
I said, please.
And she had said Pacific.
She didn't mind.
What was the name of that bank? I'm sorry, it doesn't stick in my head.
Central
Pacific actually had better rates, and I was surprised she said that, than ASB did. And I'm like, oh, okay.
She said diversification is good.
Yeah, diversification is good. But we're all going to be in several banks anyway. So reach out to as many banks as you want, or maybe credit unions too,
Did I get this right? Did I understand this right correctly? You need 2 verifications on the currency, but at which verification do the funds get accredited into your account? The first or the second?
First one.
Yeah, the first one immediately.
Oh, yeah,
But both of them.
they both had dual verification,
Right.
and it's probably just a second set of eyes making sure it was verifiable, authentic. Yeah, but the first one, the account was fed immediately, instantly.
What banks would you open? Would we open with Aki's banks? Clay Diamond. Those banks have not been released yet. When the rate comes out, Aki will present those numbers, and they will be put only in Premium and Club 26. Do you have information for Canadians? Ben is asking. Ben, yeah, we sure do, and we've done it in many of my calls. I've brought 2 other families. You gotta watch our calls every day to keep up with this. Frank, do you have a business plan or KTFA investment plan for us to get into and help the Lord's work? Wolf's Claw. Yeah. It's called a plan of attack, military style. When will Aki release? I just answered that. This YouTube has to be the greatest information. Doolittle, when they send your currency for verification, do you take it yourself, or do they take it? You want to make sure that. That's why I say call the bank and ask them, do you exchange foreign currency? If they say, yeah, we do. Do you verify it there at the bank? No, we don't. Go to the next call. Go shopping. Find the right tool for what you got. Maybe you only have 100,000 dinars. Fine, the little bank is fine for you. Doolittle, someone is telling Doolittle, do not let the currency out of your sight. Very good. Who is that? Michael. Very, very good. Alrighty. Well, look at here. There's a lot of questions that you.
Question at the end.
Go ahead, Tink.
Do you need your receipts when you exchange? Did they tell you that?
Oh, very good question. Do you need your receipt when you exchange at the bank? No. Do you? No.
No, it's when,
When-
the IRS comes after.
When the IRS comes after you, the IRS says, how long have you had this currency? Oh, I've had it for 1 year. Prove it.
Where's my receipt?
No, it says you've only had it for 6 months. I tried to, get away with it.
38%.
Yeah, if you had your receipt, your currency, I should say, for 1 year, and you have a receipt, you're in good shape. You're probably going to be in the 20 percentile. But if you don't have a receipt, I'm sorry. I mean, that's all there is to it. You'll probably be in the 40 percentile. You can't prove that that's yours. There's many ways that you can still prove it. You can find canceled receipts, canceled statements from your cards. You can call the people that you bought it from, see if they have a backup for a backup. There's many ways. You just have to be diligent to get out there and find out. I think I'm going to stop with all of you. Do you see another good question?
Somebody said the receipts faded.
The receipt is faded? Yeah, but that question was already asked before. And I told you, when receipts are printed, there is technology that you can still see, even though you think it's not there, the ink is still there. The technology will still work on that faded receipt. They said yes, Terry, but Frank wants to only discuss it tonight. Okay. Yeah, I think we're done with answering a lot of your questions. By the way, well done. Did you hear anything? My goodness, there's a lot of questions, Tank.
They're kind of repeating, though.
Of course.
Yeah,
But
this.
if it was gifted, you don't have to worry about it. They should have gave you a receipt.
Is there a hidden upside down? Is there a hidden downside to a bank if they exchange at a high rate compared to the low? Yeah, you don't. Why would you want to leave $200,000 or what was it? 2% of a million is how much? $20,000.
On the table.
Now I know $20,000 is a drop in the bucket compared to a million, but then you also have to realize that you got to also pay your taxes. And if you buy a home, you got to pay the insurance on that home and the property taxes on that home.
Well, and they're making money on you because you're holding all of your assets in their bank.
Yeah, that's
So
enough.
why should you pay them an extra 2%
That's enough.
over the top? Doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay, now, ladies,
Work with our group.
I feel really good about what we've done. Do you have any final closing statements? Because do you still have time with me? Do you have to go? You lost a head? Oh no!
Hey, give me a little.
It's the end of the world! Oh no!
Hey, family, can you still hear me?
I'm kidding.
I
Those
know.
things are a dime a dozen.
Went up and I'm like,
Is that your skirt?
Your skirt went up.
Some bird grabbed it. Thought it was a nugget.
We're looking for the little fuzzy end right
One
here.
thing I want to say now that you all got this wonderful information today, please don't pick up the phone and call Frank and ask him all the same questions he's already answered.
Yeah, just re-listen,
Too many
please.
texts, too many emails, too many voicemails every day. So re-listen to the UB2B. If you have questions, they're going to be answered. Just go back and
Like this.
rewind.
Yeah, that's a very good point, Tink, because it is amazing how not just a few, but dozens upon dozens will call. Did you say this? Yeah, I said it. Go. Are you sure that is that a black thing right there? Are you sure that you said this? Can you verify? Can you repeat? No, I don't want to repeat. So don't do that to me, family, please. Okay. No, I thought I saw something black right there, but no. It's okay. Well,
It is.
yeah, it's a very light thing. So you follow the wind. Obviously, it would be in that direction somewhere. Now, what I'm going to do, family, is I'm going to turn this over. Hey, Tink, can you zoom in on me? Because you know how it is. Or bring the camera over here. Oh, yeah. Let's do that. Oh. Alrighty, family. Now, I should turn this video off, Tink. You know that? Yeah, why don't we do that? Because this video is going to be solely for the UB2B. So family, allow me to say goodbye to you. Bye-bye. I'll be back in 30 seconds. I want to talk to you about 3.66. Because that's all you know. It's 6%. I'll see you in a few minutes. Delta 1, Delta 1. Go ahead and come in. Go. What?